Hi, I'm Eileen. Welcome to Create Some Fall Decor, brought to you by the Newburgh Free Library. This time we're making a leafy bowl. So what you'll need is a balloon. You blow it up, it's an 11-inch balloon. Blow it up about halfway. All right, and then we're going to take the balloon inside this bowl just to kind of keep that in place. You'll need to put about 2 ounces of glue into this bowl, a separate bowl. Okay. That's about half of this 4-ounce container. And then add about a 1/4 cup of water. So it's really 2 ounces of water to about 2 ounces of glue. Alrighty, and stir that so that's a nice even consistency. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So again, in this case, I used 2 ounces of glue and a 1/4 cup of water. Okay, now you're going to take a fabric leaf and immerse it in the glue and place it on the balloon. So we'll do 1 layer, approximately 20 leaves. Okay. And you're just overlapping them a little bit. I'm going to add a little more glue. Feels a bit watery. Again, dissolve that glue in the water and glue mixture. Yeah. I didn't get that exact, but what you want is a 1-to-1 ratio. So again, if you're using 2 ounces of glue, you want 2 ounces of water. I'd rather have a little too much glue than a little too little. All right, and then you're just overlapping the leaves, just slightly overlapping them. About halfway down the balloon. Okay, so I've done about 20 leaves right around the top half of the balloon, and you can turn it by turning the bowl as you move through it. I would suggest you put down, this fabric is washable, but you know, tablecloth, but if you want to put down some newspapers, because it does get a bit drippy. All right, and again, I have one layer all the way around to the midway on the balloon, about 20 leaves. Okay. Now I'm going to start again with a second layer. And just stir this, make sure it's a nice consistency. Not too thick, not too thin. Okay, and I'm going to start at the top again and work my way around to a midway point on the balloon. I'm going to hold my finger there so I know where I left off. On my second layer. Okay, so now I've put on two layers. Two layers are about 20 leaves each. All right, and I'm just going to smooth that down a bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a spoon of water or a spoon of the liquid. I just want to put something a little thicker, a thicker layer on the outside here. So I'm just going to mix just a little bit of water and the glue just to have a thicker layer. All right, to spread on top. Okay, I'm just going to let that just gently brush that around. You can also use the Mod Podge for this project. I think any type of glue and water mix is good, but again, the Mod Podge also works if you have some of that at home already. Okay, and I'm just going to spread that around a little bit. It's not necessary to do this top layer, but I just figured I'd just spread it around a little bit. It might just make it a little more glossy. Okay, and just make sure that all of the leaves are pressed down. Nice and smooth. Put your finger in there and spread it around a little bit. That works too. Okay, just make sure all your edges are down. There's a nice overlap. Okay. And now you're just going to let that dry. I would suggest 24 hours. All right, make sure it's good and dry. Okay, so it's been 24 hours and the leaves are feeling dry. I'm going to remove the balloon from the bowl. You may have some glue down below, so I want to get that, catch the drip. Okay, and I'm going to hold the balloon and just give a little pop. Ah! Uh-oh. Alright, so you want to cut around the edge. It's probably an easier or better way to do that, but let's just see. Just going to cut it out. Whoop. Okay, so that I'm going to carefully, okay. Alright, so it looks like that on the inside. Let's see, see about gently removing the balloon. Okay, that was exciting. Okay, so that looks pretty good, right? That turned out fine. You know, each time you do it, it's going to look a little different. But that's the bowl. Then you can, if you'd like to, put a votive. All right, so that'll light up pretty through the leaves. You could also arrange some fall items like a gourd and some pine cones. Okay, that's kind of pretty too. Okay, so there you have it, your leafy bowl. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you again soon.